Hey, it's your boy Z, aka Zypius here, and welcome to another edition of Snap in 5, where I'll give you all the top news and information from Marvel Snap this week in 5 minutes or less. Let's jump to it. It's Monday, so should you scramble and try to buy Malekith? The verdict is in, and the consensus that the card is actually pretty good. Spoiler alert, Malekith broke into a number of the top decks in the meta this week, so stay tuned to see where. Now, does that mean you should sell your house to Ben Bro to get it? No. But the card has a few solid homes and provides two key things you'd want out of a card to add to your collection. It provides consistency to your deck, enabling you to draw out the lower cost cards you want to pull during game more often. Secondly, it does thin out your deck. When you play Malekith, you will also remove a lower cost card from your deck, giving you the ability to draw your higher cost cards on turn 5 and 6. Malekith is seeing some great play with discard, Ajax decks, Wiccan decks, and anti-venom decks. I was personally going to skip this week, but upon doing some research on the card and creators' impressions, I may try to roll the dice on getting this card, as I love Ajax, Wiccan, and discard decks. However, if you're not a fan of these archetypes, it may be worth saving your keys. If you are still not sure what to do, I would recommend checking out Cozy Snap's Malekith card review video, where he talks about the synergies, his ratings of the card, 2 deck lists, and even gameplay of a discard Malekith deck. We are now 2 weeks into the new Marvel Snap season, War of the Nine Realms, and so much has been shaken up this past week. In case you weren't aware, last Thursday, Second Dinner released a massive OTA that completely shook up Marvel Snap in the meta. In case you missed it, I would check out the video I posted last Friday giving you a high-level review of the OTA. The biggest takeaways are that Surtur was nerfed, Agent Venom was kinda nerfed, and Thanos is back, baby. He got buffed and he's all over the meta. There will be no further changes until after the holidays, and that's why Second Dinner made this OTA so big. In other big news this week, we should begin the return of Deadpool's Diner. If you're unfamiliar with this game mode, it is a high-stakes poker-style game mode where essentially you're gambling bubs each round to see how many you can win. There will be a card you can earn by climbing the reward track in this game mode, and is believed to be King Eitri. King Eitri is a 1-cost 2-power card with the ability Activate. Draw a card from your deck that didn't start there initially. When this was a card announced, everyone thought Thor, Beta Ray Bill with the hammers would have obvious synergy, and that the card may see some use in Thanos and Arishem. But now with Thanos everywhere in the meta due to this buff, King Eitri I think will be a permanent part of Thanos decks moving forward, and a must grab from Deadpool's Diner. When this game mode is released, I will try to put a video providing a quick review on how the game mode works if you're unfamiliar with it. Now let's take a look at the new card this week and the Spotlight cache for it. We have Fenris Wolf this week, and it's accompanied by Werewolf by Night and Annihilus. Fenris Wolf is a 2-cost 3-power card that has the ability Activate. Resurrect your opponent's highest power, discarded or destroyed card on your side of this location. This card is the most anticipated card of the month, hands down. Majority of the creators think it'll be an insane new tech card and go into a number of decks. Immediately think about Shang-Chi taking out a card on turn 6 and then you immediately bring it back to your side of the field. Best part about this card is that it resurrects your opponent's highest power card. So if you're playing against a Hela player, you would gladly take the Infinite they just discarded. This also works well with discard, as Moon Knight can take out a high-powered 6-drop from your opponent's hand. I personally will be spending tokens on this card, as I already have Annihilus and Werewolf by Night. Speaking of which, let's take a quick look at these 2 cards in the cache. Upon review, I believe this cache to be the second best of the month, and that is strongly influenced by the strength of Fenris Wolf. However, both of these cards are solid Series 5 cards that each had their moment in the spotlight. Werewolf by Night is still a solid card that is in the fridges of the meta at the moment. You see this card currently in balance as an alternate to Hitmonkey. However, the Hitmonkey version outperforms Werewolf. Also a Scream in the game, it's an instant retreat for you if you're even playing Werewolf. Now, one thing to consider is that Clog is no longer dominating the meta, which greatly hurt Werewolf by Night. The second card in this cache is Annihilus, and this card is not in the meta at all. In its heyday, this card was running the meta, then they changed its ability, changed some of the other cards that went into the package with Viper and Sentry, and this card just went out of favor. There's a chance at some point both of these cards in the future become relevant again, which still makes this a solid cache. If you are still on the fence and need some more guidance on this week's cache, you should go check out the Pirate King Tuccrr and his video reviewing Fenris Wolf and the Spotlight cache. I really like this video as he goes over the synergies, the counters of Fenris Wolf, the floor and the ceiling of the card, 3 decks you can use Fenris in, and a review of the Spotlight cache. In addition, he's one of the few creators that think Fenris will be good, but has a more balanced and tempered look at the card, and not buying too much into the hype. Now to wrap this episode up, let's take a quick look at the top decks in the meta. The top 5 decks are Toxic Ajax list, a Thanos Arishem deck. Yeah, this is real. I told you Thanos is everywhere and is now coming for lunch money, and he partnered with another bully in Arishem. 3, a Malekith Wiccan deck. 4, a Malekith discard deck. Malekith making a splash week 1 as he found a place in number 3 and number 4. And rounding up number 5 is again a bounce deck, Agent Venom version, holding it down in number 5. If you want a more in-depth breakdown of these decks and to see what numbers 6 through 10 are, I would check out Alex Coccia's weekly breakdown below of the top 10 decks in Marvel Snap. If you like this video, please hit that like and subscribe button below. I'll be coming to you every week with Marvel Snap content in 5 minutes or less as you prepare for your week of play in Marvel Snap. If there's any information you're looking for each week in a shorter form content around Marvel Snap, please leave a comment below with the idea and I'll add it into future videos. Also, if you're a creator and you'd like me to feature or promote your long form content, please send me a message via my email below. That's all I have for you this week. I hope you have a great week, great pulls, and lots of cubes in your future. I look forward to seeing you next week. See ya.